I'll go ahead and get started now. What's up, Jack? We need to finish 2.07 stuff, so let's get started with that. Still got 2 songs to do. Still need to do, turn that off. Forgot to switch it back. Whoops. Still need to do Nade Nade and Flush Out, so we'll get to those after a warm-up. Let's get started here.
New tunes, use your custom call-out frame. Shortcut.
We'll have to fix that later too. That was pretty bad. Let's have a fun warm-up. I like this one, That wasn't like that before. Yeah, it used to be in the middle floor. I mean, I played this at some other point, but
Absolutely.
I guess it was just moved over there and I didn't remember. I'm so used to being in the middle floor. I bet you a bunch of people complain about dropping pools. Anyways, that's still fun. Though it definitely needed to be upgraded. Speaking of things to upgrade, I'm surprised this hasn't been upgraded. How is this still a 15? Like, this is ridiculously hard for 15. It doesn't help that it's off sync as hell.
Here in the now, we live above the shadows. Foreign somehow, we are beautifully created.
You'd think if they go through all the trouble of getting rid of all these gimmicks, they'd fix the sync too.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Like, it takes less time to change an offset than it does to remove everything. first note anymore. Getting the first note after this hold is always scary.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record! Next stage.
I still have no idea who made this.
I think it's Tiny's. Because if we're gonna actually assume Tiny was in Fiesta 1 based on other people's posts, somebody else also credited to the Sky D16 as theirs. And I can honestly see this being the same.
What about S16?
That's Agus. Remember?
No.
Oh, for this? I don't know.
What is?
Probably ask. Somebody who had a very clear, concise idea, whereas this one's a little more random. This feels like something Tiny would probably do.
Well, that clears the name you were.
I still think there was someone else, but I don't know. Maybe it could have been a freestyler. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I have no way of checking because I can't find the original credits video for Fiesta 1. I'd rather just not even worry about it. Not single. This is not single. There's no stop there. Whatever.
Absolutely perfect!
Alright, that should be enough of a warm-up. Let's play a whole bunch of shortcuts.
Game over!
Let's get started with the other two songs. So let's start with Nade Nade. Such a funny name.
New tunes! Difficult series zone!
Why am I leaving new tunes when it's a new tune? I'm very smart today. Just like I was yesterday. Hey, Nade. This difficulty spread really is Quick Brown Fox all over again. Because that's pretty similar to what Quick Brown Fox had at release. It's like, it's not the same, but it's pretty similar. Alright, let's check it out. offers. That's a good practice chart.
Absolutely perfect!
I guess we could have it on the
Next
easier side of
stage.
15 since there is a lot of turning involved.
It just doesn't have much break.
Yeah, it doesn't have much break either. Yep, cuss up. Catastrophe should be. The only thing to worry about on Catastrophe is the last, like, 10 measures. And I've got some plans for it. That's going to be a lot more doable than Crimson Hood. Crimson Hood's really tough at the end. But I'm also not good at bracketing in that sort of style. I just hope you're good, sir. What do we got for a 20? Excuse me? 20?
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
No. If Chase Me is a 20, that's higher. No. That is so much wrong.
Next
If Chase Me is still a 20, that's higher. That is
It
so much
reminds
wrong.
me of Cook Brown Folks.
Now I'm terrified because I heard there was a ton of run in the upper charts. Now I'm like freaking terrified of how much run there could be. I'm sure I am. I do like the song itself to listen to, but it's a little hard to get going for a game because it's just the same licks over and over. God, this is going to be an experience, isn't it? Alright. What we got? Well, now that I've actually seen and can develop some plans of how to approach it, that's really not that bad. But I'm just like, it never stops. There's some mini breaks here and there, but it never really stops until you get to the last 24 measures, and then it's like really easy. Great, and doubles is going to be more of that too. It's such a weird chart to have for pump. I think a lot of people are going to get this as their like first, among their first 23s. Because you can definitely cheat a whole bunch of it.
Game over.
That was a very weird chart for pump. I don't think it's bad for what it is. It's just not the kind of chart I enjoy in this game. But at least there's like some interesting things. There were some good uses of holds. Rhythms that expand a bit. And the run patterns all felt fine. Like, they felt good. So it's fine. It's just really weird. But it's perfectly fine for what it is. Just not a favorite of mine. It was also kind of hard to play that when you're not really super warm.
New tunes.
Alright. One easy chart and then one hard chart. Oh, water gun's gonna be all half double. It's a good one.
Good brown fox is a double.
I actually disagree on that.
Absolutely perfect.
The way it's styled is not so gimmicky.
Wow. New
Front box is more
record.
set as a gimmicky sideways facing style. This is just kind of a modern step. It's good. It's a good one.
Next stage.
It makes up for lack of complexity by just being very dense and movement heavy. Alright, well, I'm expecting more runs. So I need to play very conservatively to make sure I don't run out of steam here. Alright. Yeah, because you just bracket everything.
Wow! You're awesome!
That is certainly an experience.
Wow! New record!
Point as well as 2x, but you can bracket.
No, it does. You can bracket almost everything.
Well, in some parts you have to switch bracket. I will do
Next stage.
Oh, that makes the second D24 that's entirely in the middle six. Yeah. Imprinting's mostly focused in middle six, but not all the way. That was certainly an experience. We'll probably try this again later. Actually, you know what? Let's have a look here. Let's slow it down. Yeah, we're gonna try bracket strats. We're gonna try bracket strats. I don't expect it to work that well, but we'll see. How people find it easier. Like, how do people find that easier? That makes no sense to me. Find that easier.
I said it doesn't resolve as well as 2x.
That's all.
Like, it resolves fine. 2x is worse because it doesn't go to anything. This at least makes logical sense, but I do not understand how people find that easier to read all of that as brackets than just run it. Alright, well, note to self. Use this as practice, but otherwise, if you're in a place that you need to get a good score, run that sucker. Run it. Alright, let's move on. We've got flush out and that's it. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Yeah. Alright, so we got 5 charts to play. Hi Shinji, thank you for the luck. I need it. That last chart really made no sense to like do in that way. Also I'm not really impressed on the song.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
It's definitely not up there with other Getty tracks I like. And I know it's kind of been getting more popular, but I'm like, eh. I think really the funniest thing that I know about this song is that this was added to Polaris Chord like 2 months ago. And that's funny because Polaris Chord had to do a really hard shift from all its like VTuber and Vocaloid inspired stuff to like getting other things because people were not playing it. So they started adding in BMS, Hardcore, Ton of C, and pretty much everything else they could get their hands on so the game would be played. And I guess they just did not really learn from Voltex's launch. Because anybody who wasn't around when Booth was released for Voltex, you had 3 things. You had Toho arrangements, Konami original remixes, and Vocaloid. And that was it in the base game. Until they started doing the floor contests. And Voltex 1 had a really rough start because of that. Like, you need some variety. And there was even more variety then than in Polaris Chord, but even then it was still kind of meh. A lot of the Konami original remixes weren't very good. And people weren't really keen on the Vocaloid at the time either. It wasn't really that popular yet. Anyways, this ended up in multiple games because of reasons. Fine chart for what it is. Nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Yeah, what's up, Amir? Yeah, I'm not really like
Next
keen on this song. It just kind of ends. It doesn't really go anywhere. Now, I don't know if that's because of the way it's cut or something else, but this is definitely leaning towards something I'd more listen to than want to play. I've got pretty mixed feelings here. Charts have been fine, at least. Like, I haven't had any issue with the charts. They're fine. Let's see how me and Sunny is in this one. Almost. Almost got that on the sight read. That's still a really good score.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
It would be center hold stuff at the end just to throw me off. Yeah. It's very fun though. It's a good chart. This one definitely makes the most of the song. It's a good one. This one's very good. They're tough, yeah. Even at this BPM, they're hard. And when you have to do them in like Skeptic or even like Bedlam, where it's only 20 plus BPM faster, they're hard. So, I'm okay with that. That was a very good sight read. Pretty happy I didn't drop where I had to like do a bunch of tapping on one foot and I just kind of winged it. So I'm pretty happy with that there. Alright, so we've got the upper charts for flush out, and then we'll have at least played everything once, aside from the 3-play co-op. And we don't have a third person at home to do that, so that'll have to wait. Hey, Doc.
Next stage.
Welcome in, sir. Hope you've had a good time with the patch. I hope everyone's had a good time with the update. It's pretty good. It isn't super flashy, but it does enough. And the ending definitely seals the 19 difficulty. Even if it's kind of on the easy side, it does seal that difficulty in pretty solidly at the end. I've had a lot of fun. I've definitely had a lot of fun with this update. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I've had a lot of fun with this update. Dark Side is going to be one of those things that's always going to be controversial, because I barely scraped away a pass on my sight read because it's very difficult to read. If you know what's going on, it's probably not that hard, but going in blind, that was pretty scary because I dropped 2 holds. We'll probably play it a little more. I think it's a really, really neat chart. And something we don't need a whole lot more of in that style, but every once in a while would be good. Nade upper charts are certainly an experience. My reaction is, that is definitely weird, Nimgo, but that's not the kind of weird I know from you. I don't think I had problems with Nade's sync, but flush out's definitely late. A little bit. Nade certainly is an experience. And now I fully understand why Arturo got a triple S plus on his first play. Because that is completely his kind of chart. I think you'll like Dark Side of the Mind. Like, it really does push the boundaries of 23s without needing a giant stream at 220. It's just a lot of technical stuff. And it's honestly really refreshing. Alright, one last chart to sight read here. Hopefully the tapping isn't going to be as bad as singles, if it still exists here. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Punch that sucker out.
Wow! New record!
Well, it doesn't get much better than that for a sight read.
Next stage.
Yeah, that was a hell of a good sight read. Now, we had some chart knowledge thanks to playing S21 before this. But this is why good reading is important. Even if I don't really know what's going on yet until it's on screen, being able to react on the fly is a good skill to learn. Like, I've seen, like, several comments in the last couple of years that, yes, things are very difficult and complex these days, but in a reasonable range, you don't need to study a chart 5 billion times to get a good score if you have good reading skills. There are things you definitely need to study, but stuff like this is not one of them. Nade just goes on and on. Like, I was surprised that was rated a 20. Like, if Chasteney's a 20, Nade should be higher. Because Nade never ends. Yeah, ESP is pretty hard at the end. I'm going to actually play that next. We're going to go back to ESP, because I really enjoyed that set of charts. But I didn't have a very good first play. So let's go back to ESP here. I really like this song, too. Yep. Well, that's learning. Learning how to deal with stuff on the fly. We do need to go through Catastrophe D26 again, now that I kind of have a feel of what to do. So we'll probably go for that to see if we can at least get a clear on that. I don't expect to clear Crimson Hood for a while. I need to actually look at it. Because 2 plays was not enough. Like, Crimson Hood's hard. Catastrophe I could probably do. Let's give this another shot and see how this goes. I've only looked at it. This will be my second time playing it. Couple goods and a little other slot, but that's really fun. Nice, good play.
Perfect! Wow! New record!
Good. Solid second play there. Honestly, this is the kind of chart where if you're coming from 4-panel, like high-level 4-panel, this really isn't going to be very hard. Because if you're coming from very high-level 4-panel, you're not going to have any problems with the 30 seconds. So you just have to focus on everything else. And the patterns are structured very nicely, they're not that hard.
Game over!
It's very fun. It's a good one. Like, that one's really, really good. And a lot of fun to play. But I definitely wanted to run that back after the sight read I had the other day. So pretty happy to get a full combo second try. I don't expect to play long today. Like, I wasn't really expecting to play at all. But then I was just like, well, I wanna watch other people play. So I'm gonna have to just go ahead and do my sight reads now so I can actually watch people without being spoiled. It was actually a big thing because I saw Spam and Evia were going at it for like 6 hours the other night, and I couldn't watch because I'm like, well, they're probably going to play all new things. I don't want to be spoiled because I haven't played anything yet. Yeah, so for those, the thing to keep in mind is first set is turned, second set is straight, third set is turned. Then you mirror it on the other side. So turn, straight, turn is your pattern. And that might help visualize it. At least they were nice enough to do up and center. Down and center for those kinds of things is a lot harder to read. And I think on that stream, at least by the last 8 measures, I think it's right foot dominant. I would double check that. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if we can hit Catastrophe. We're going to go for Catastrophe, D26. I am like way past where I need to be to get over here. Okay, so it's really an 8 measure stream, then I get a break, and then it's 10 measures that I need to really push and pay attention. That's the breakdown. Everything else is pretty trivial in comparison. It's really just the last, how long? About 26 measures or so. How appropriate, it's a 26. Alright, let's go. Second try. I think I dropped too much at the ending. Yeah, it's a little too much at the
I
end.
knew you could do it.
We can get it. We can get it. Just gotta push it. Just gotta push it.
Next stage.
Just have to really push it and just not give up on reading. You know, it's probably in the bottom end. Probably comparable to like Cleaner. Like Cleaner is absolutely a bottom end 26 now, with how hard 26s have gotten. I would say this is a little bit harder because it's not as cheat friendly, and it has a very tough ending.
Will the leather be easier to read at least?
I mean, I'm saying this is among the bottom. I'm not saying this is. It's definitely harder than Leather and Cleaner. And depending on your skill sets, could be harder than Boomerang and Chimera. It really depends. But I would still put this in like the bottom half for sure. It's nowhere near a difficulty of other 26s. I gotta put in work at the end, but it's not really that bad. It is really fun though. And the song is really short and doesn't overstay its welcome. It's like less than 1:45. So you just go.
They did good job. I don't know who did what, but they did good job.
First steps,
No, for music.
music. All right. Well, we have to credit them both. We just credit them both.
But now I must ask if I'm really curious.
Yeah, combo was good. It really just comes down to getting through the ending. This song is really good though. This is definitely my favorite of the update. This hits all the right spots for a song, like a hardcore song, like something for the hardcore players in a music game. While still sounding like a song. It really does, Picasso. Like, 26 is such a wide range now. I think out of this patch, yeah, this is my favorite of the new stuff. I really like this one. Try that one more time.
Hey, why don't you just get up and dance, Dan?
Didn't feel good at that. Didn't feel good right there. Let me regroup. Let me regroup. Like, I'm gonna have to really push. Physically, I felt fine on my first play when I got to that point. But now I already feel a little more tired.
Game over.
I agree. I do agree on that. It definitely makes you work in really bursty ways. But I need to push. And that's one thing I've really been struggling with in the last few years as I get older. It's never been easy for me to like physically push. But I gotta suck it up and deal with it. That's okay. We'll try again in a second. This chart's really fun, so I'm okay with playing it several times. This one's really, really fun. Alright, internet, hold out. I hope stream didn't drop for a second. Should be going. Yeah, we should just put past G on just so I can make sure I make it.
New tunes. Difficulty, low difficulty, so level 17. Level 26, over.
Yeah, let's look at all the current 26s in world music for comparison. Like, just for comparison, we have this and this, which are among the easiest now. Compare that to this, and this. Like, 26s are just such a whack folder. Can't afford that. Can't afford that. It was pretty sloppy anyways. It was pretty sloppy anyways. Come on, you.
Game over.
Come on, you. Give it a good push.
New tunes. Difficulty, going double. Level 26, over.
Yeah, this game certainly has changed a lot in 10 years. I remember the requirement to get Yogg D26 being play the D25 and get 50 less than combined goods, bads, and misses. And we thought that was like almost borderline impossible at the time. Now that feels incredibly tame compared to everything else we do 10 years later. Like, I'm pretty sure on a decent run of Yogg, under those conditions, I would get like 20 or less now. But back then, it's like, that seems so impossible. And then if you managed to actually unlock the 26, you were in for a world of hurt because Benami did not pull punches in that draft. Yeah, Hot Issues bottom half. I've passed it. It's definitely bottom half. Which is scary.
Well, the bad part, you have to deal with all IO.
But even then, it doesn't really affect that chart that much. The only two parts are the drill and doing the 30-second run at the end, if you want to mash it. Everything else is trivial. Like, input will not matter. Like, input really does not matter for that chart. ready for it?
Hey, is this
No, I need to be
really
ready.
your best?
I need to be ready to run. I need to be ready to run. I need to be ready to run. So 2 measures before the end of that break, because it's an 8 measure. It's an 8 measure break between the 2 streams, but it's only 6 measures of rest, quote unquote, and then 2 measures stream back up. So I need to be ready. I need to be ready. You know what, let this fail for a second, because I want to get some water. So I'll be right back, let this fail, get some more time.
Hey, is this really your best?
Alright, y'all, give me some energy for this one. I definitely need it. This is really fun, but I kind of want to finish on this so I can get some lunch. Because lunch would be nice. Yeah, I can see that, and I kind of agree. You definitely have to do some work. Come on, you.
Really your best?
I'm too hungry. I need food. I'm too hungry.
Game over.
Damn. I think I I do need some lunch. Yeah. We'll get it. Definitely doable, but I dropped a bunch and couldn't keep back up. It's just a very demanding last set of measures. Like, in terms of physical ability needed, that's like on par with Dignity's run. It's a lot. It's pretty hard. Hey, Gyra, but you know, I'll give it one more try. I'll give it one more shot. And I'm just gonna have to curb my hunger. I'll give it one more try. I just need a second to focus myself. One more shot at it, and that's gonna be it. That was a very delayed scan. The loading didn't start until I pulled my pass away.
New tunes. Difficulty zone single. Difficulty zone level 17. Level 24.
Alright, we'll let time tick down for a bit. We're so close. We could see the last hole, but I have to get past all those rolling brackets too, so I'm probably gonna tank horribly on that. Get lots of air now. One last try. No, we're not focused.
Hey, why don't you just get up and dance, Dan?
The mental energy's not there. No, it's just not today. That's fine.
Game over.
I wasn't really planning to play on today anyway, so the fact that I even got some good scores is pretty good. That's alright. We will continue with co-op stuff tomorrow to prep for Saturday's incoming showcase. I want to talk about that real quick because I haven't really gotten to talk about it much. So, Osborne and other good friends in the speedrun community. This coming weekend, we're holding a fundraiser stream for our good friend Linear C, who's a single mom, kind of struggling with financial stuff, and she gives a lot to the community. We want to give back to her. So, starting I think Thursday, we will have a full set of streams, a full set of speedruns and showcases on stream to raise money for her. And Haru and I will be doing co-op Saturday evening, my time, like 5:45 Central, something like that. I'll get an exact time later. So that's a lot of why we're practicing a lot of co-op. So we will continue our co-op practice tomorrow. Touch up a few things, do another full set, just make sure we're good. But until then, thank y'all for hanging out today. Let me see if I can find y'all a host, see who's doing things. I see Spike Vegeta's actually doing some SMRPG. Let's go say hi to him. Spike is like one of the most energetic people I know, but he's also so chill at the same time. So go say hi with him, go have some fun. And we'll see y'all tomorrow for co-op. Thanks for watching, everyone.